Carrington Cardinal basketball is brought to you by Gar Dental, Central City Lumber, CHI, St. Alexius Carrington Medical Clinic, Professional Eye Care Centers, Carrington Drug, Headlocks, Arrowwood Prairie Co-op, Beckett Insurance, Sendak, Bassett Motors, Bank Forward in Carrington, High Plains Equipment, Carrington Dental Care, Leading Edge Equipment, Dakota Central, Old National Bank, DJ's Home Center, Evans Funeral Home, Farmers Union Insurance, Randy Huey Agent, Retzlaff Seed and Supply, Napa Auto Parts, Jamestown Regional Medical Center, the Carrington Healthy Communities Coalition, Central Pharmacy, Central City H2O Plus, and Summit Physical Therapy. Now, Carrington Cardinal basketball.
We welcome you inside the East Gymnasium at Carrington High School. Tonight, a new season, the 27th, under Hall of Fame coach Andy Broughton gets underway as the Cardinals, they have a motto this year. It's respect all, fear none. Well, a good thing they don't fear anybody because their opening night opponent, the number one team in the state preseason, the South Prairie-Max Royals. BJ Walters with you. We think Tate Wolski is around somewhere, but for now, Vinny Rappel is with us after calling that JV game. Both of these teams went 2-1 at the state tournament in March. Carrington lost to Valley City 46-43 before erasing a 19-1 deficit in the consolation semi and beating Turtle Mountain 52-33, and then they beat pretty good Dickinson Trinity team 47-44. Meanwhile, South Prairie-Max rolled over Turtle Mountain in their opening game of the tournament 70-45. They were down by 10 with 40 seconds left to the Valley City Highliners and had a shot to win the ball game at the buzzer. They lost it 60-59 and then beat Devils Lake 64-56 in the third place game, and they return a lot of players. There are 4 future collegiate athletes in the starting 5 for South Prairie-Max. 3 of them playing basketball. 1 is a track and field star. More on that coming up. For Carrington, they graduate a really nice senior class, but the freshmen that got that experience in the state tournament last year are now a year older. Mara Coots, Mara Johnson, Aniston Hornet, and they've got a new senior leader, the only senior on the roster, Sienna Topp. So it's Carrington and South Prairie-Max coming up as we raise the curtain on the 2025-26 season. When we come back, we'll take a look at what else is going on and have a look at the preseason Class A polls. And we will do that when Cardinal basketball continues in a moment.
Gar Dental in Carrington has your smile on the mind. Gar Dental specializes in orthodontics, cosmetic dentistry, teeth whitening, dental crowns and bridges, dental veneers, dental implants, general and family dentistry, root canals, clear aligner orthodontics, sedation dentistry, dentures, lasers, TMJ therapy, and wisdom teeth removal. Call Gar Dental today for family dentistry and beyond. Gar Dental in Carrington, 701-652-2300.
Your first car. It may have been a fixer-upper, but you treated it right. It was your own. That's how Showplace Cabinetry approaches each crafted piece. We deliver it to you with care, because it's our own. Central City Lumber can help you choose the design of your dreams. Give them a test drive. This American-made cabinetry is adaptable to your unique style and built with pride. Every single piece is back for a lifetime. Bet you wish you had that deal on your car. Stop in at Central City Lumber of Carrington, and let's build a beautiful kitchen or bath that really turns heads.
We're back inside the East Gymnasium in the Central City. It's Carrington and South Prairie-Max coming up on this opening night of North Dakota High School girls basketball in the year 2025. And let's take a look at the preseason Class A media poll, and it shows that by 1 point, that was the difference at the top. 1 point. South Prairie-Max is ranked number 1. The defending champion Valley City Highliners are ranked 2nd. Thompson, with all of those expectations, ranked 3rd. Devils Lake and Kindred round out the top 5. Carrington, Turtle Mountain, Shiloh Christian, and Central Cass are among those receiving votes. Now let's take a look at what is coming up for the Region 2A teams. It's the final year of the region as we know it because the Four Winds Minnewacan co-op is done after this year. That will become a co-op between Warwick and Minnewacan beginning next year. But tomorrow night, a game you can hear on our sister station, the Voice of the Valley, KOVC, second-ranked Valley City at fourth-ranked Devils Lake tomorrow night. Grafton and Harvey Wells County immediately have a double counter in region tomorrow as a season opener. And Carrington's next opponent, Hillsborough Central Valley, host Climax Fisher, Minnesota tomorrow evening at the Hillsborough Event Center. Meanwhile, for South Prairie-Max, they will be at home for their home opener tomorrow against a team receiving votes, or actually, no, a team in the Class B poll, and that team is the Honkers of Kenmare Bowbells. They will host them in South Prairie tomorrow. It will be interesting to see how this game looks because South Prairie-Max has a new head coach, Corey McIver, and will the system change much? Frankly, not a lot needed change. They made the state championship game 2 years ago. That was their coming out party when they stunned an undefeated Thompson team in the semis. Last year, they get all the way to the third place game and win it. This year, their goal is to finish the job. There's no doubt about it. And we will see how they do that. They won their first 22 games of the year last year and then were stunned by rugby in a regional semi. It was a game where they did not have half of their team because the flu had gone around South Prairie-Max. They bounced back, won the state tournament qualifier, and got themselves to the state tournament. This game last year was played in South Prairie, and for a while it was quite good. It was 21-16 midway part of the second quarter, and then South Prairie-Max scored the next 25 points of the ball game. That put it away. They won the game by 29 points, 69-40. And that is when this was number 1 against number 2 last year in the Minot area. This summer, Carrington's Andy Broughton was inducted into the North Dakota High School Coaches Association Hall of Fame. And the Hall of Famer joins us next when Cardinal basketball continues right after this.
Life is about moments, big or small, joyful or challenging. At Carrington Health Center, we believe everyone in our community deserves compassionate care close to home, so you can focus on enjoying those moments surrounded by the people you love. At our facility, we put the care in
physical therapy,
radiology,
love, acute care, clinic.
Why choose Professional Eye Care Centers? 3 great reasons are Dr. Bond, Dr. Freilich, and Dr. Jangula, 3 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their many locations. You can now see one of their spectacular doctors in Jamestown, Valley City, Carrington, Edgeley, Ellendale, and Lemoore. And finally, their fantastic selection. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit ProEyeCareCenters.com and make an appointment today. Professional Eye Care Centers, clearly the best.
Back in Carrington, the Cardinals and South Prairie-Max Royals are coming up in the season opener, and we're joined by head coach Andy Broughton. And coach, is today a little bit like Christmas morning for you and the team, the start of a new journey after a very fun one a year ago?
Yeah, and it's a new team. We graduated 5 great ladies, and now everybody's got to kind of step up their role and the leadership and the basketball skill, and just take it one play at a time, one game at a time, and tonight's a good test for us right away.
You look at your team and even those players who are back, you mentioned it, roles change, and they change usually gradually upwards. What have you seen in the preseason from those girls who you're asking just a little bit more from this year?
Yeah, already in practice, they're already leading the team, not only in, drill action, but as we scrimmaged the other day, they were leading the team out and did some good things for us. And everybody's got to kind of step up things and fill those gaps that we may need them at. And hopefully we can build some depth along the way and keep moving forward.
You mentioned depth in preseason to us, how you've got to sort of build a bench as you go. What have you seen from some of those girls in the preseason and their development?
And we'll see, at the scrimmage the other day, some good things. And tonight against a strong South Prairie B squad, they'll get challenged and, challenge every night. And that'll help them improve. We saw some good outside shooting the other day from Maya and Cody. And Sophie's going to have to come in and guard some posts for us. So little by little, we'll build that bench.
You look at the opponent tonight, South Prairie-Max. I'm sure they have one goal this year, and that's to win the whole thing. They've got 4 athletes on their team who are playing a college sport next year. So in terms of first tests, this is about as good as it gets.
It sure is, but Class A every night out, you got to be focused in, lasered in, and our kids will be. We'll play hard, we'll play tough, and let's see how things go.
Is tonight more about South Prairie-Max or more about you and just getting something on film that you can work with?
Well, a little bit of that, but it's about us growing. We know that they're a challenging team. But we can guard. We got good versatility defensively. So if we guard, we can hold.
Well, Coach, have some fun out there. And year 27, here we go. Good luck.
Thanks, BJ.
That is Cardinal head coach Andy Broughton, and the Bassett Motors starting lineups and opening tip of the 25-26 season are next when Cardinal basketball continues in a moment.
Carrington Drug, your independently owned Good Neighbor pharmacy, salutes caregivers everywhere. The ones who aid an aging parent or nurturing a sick child. The fact is, we are all caregivers at different times, and your community pharmacist is ready to go above and beyond to support you with encouragement and guidance, good times and bad. Visit with Matt Paulson and his expert staff at Carrington Drug, 415 Main Street in Carrington, caring for you and our community.
The fun is always on tap. I'm heading to Headlocks. Headlocks. Headlocks.
Head on over to Headlocks of Carrington for some great deals after the Cardinals game. If you and your friends come in sporting any Cardinals gear, you'll not only receive the friendliest service around, but also special discounts. Ask for more details and visit us on Facebook for all of our happenings.
The fun is always on tap. I'm heading to Headlocks. Headlocks. Headlocks.
Headlocks, Carrington, North Dakota.
We welcome you back inside the East Gymnasium in Carrington. It is the Cardinals and South Prairie-Max Royals coming up, and it's time for our Bassett Motors starting lineups. Bassett Motors has a great selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. The sales crew offers friendly personal service. Bassett Motors, where our customers send their friends. Call today, 652-2955. First, for the visitors, the South Prairie-Max Royals. At one guard, a 5'9 junior, Riley Rutledge, 989 career points, a chance to reach 1,000 tonight. She's verbally committed to North Dakota State, and in her second team All-State campaign a season ago, 12 points, 5 rebounds, 3.5 assists. She also shot 71% from the free throw line. Another guard, Macy Talbot, 5'9 senior, verbally committed to the University of Jamestown. 5.5 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and 44% from the field a season ago for Macy Talbot. Brianna Rose, a 5'9 senior forward, gets a start. 8.7 points, 4 rebounds a game. She is planning to commit to the University of North Dakota for track and field in the spring. Abby Mickelson starts at center, 5'10 senior, averaged 7.5 points, 4.5 rebounds per game a season ago, and their preseason first team All-State superstar, 5'11 senior guard Scotty Beck. She is verbally committed to Minot State University, first team All-State last year. She was also the volleyball senior athlete in the region, and at the just completed state volleyball tournament 10 days ago, all tournament team. She averaged 17 points, 5 rebounds, almost 3 assists, and shot over 50% from the field last year. in his first game as head coach, Corey McIver. Now for the Cardinals, they will start at a guard, a 5'9" senior Sienna Top. Her first career start tonight, a point, a rebound, half an assist a season ago. The biggest change, Aniston Hornet goes from being a weapon off the bench to starting. A 5'8" sophomore combo guard averaged 5 points and 3 boards a season ago. Mara Johnson, all-tournament team at the 2025 state tourney. 5'8" sophomore guard averaged 8.5 points, 4 rebounds, and just over an assist per game. Harper Coleman, 5'8" junior forward, starts over 4 points, just under 3 rebounds per game a season ago. And we will talk more about this in postgame, but this will be Mara Kutz's final game for at least a little while. More on that in postgame. 5 points, 5 rebounds, and an assist for the 5'11" sophomore center. For head coach Andy Broughton in his 27th season, the NDHSCA Hall of Fame inductee, 469 wins, 158 losses. Carrington in all white with cardinal red numbers and letters. South Prairie-Max in all royal blue with white script across the front and white numbers. And that is it for our pregame report. When we come back, the 2025-26 season begins. It's Carrington and number 1 South Prairie-Max when Cardinal basketball continues right after this.
There's no community like a Cenex community. That's why every Cenex store is proud to serve theirs by supporting local athletic teams, promoting the arts, and making sure each store is a place its neighbors can find what they need, catch up with their friends, and stay connected. It's also why we give back, helping to make the wonderful places we call home the best they can be. The store next door, powered locally at Cenex.
Visit your local Arrowwood Prairie Co-op in Carrington, Wimbledon, Cooperstown, and Sutton.
When you're thinking about insurance, think of Bickett Insurance. Bickett Insurance, through our partnership with Auto Owners Insurance, can take care of your farm, home, auto, business, or life insurance needs. The agents at Bickett Insurance have over 115 years of insurance experience. We know how to design policies to protect the things important to you. Give Bickett Insurance a call today.
Better get Bickett. Bickett Insurance Agency. Better get Bickett. Bickett Insurance Agency.
Here at Sendak Cooperative, we're here to provide you with all the products and services you've come to rely on for your farm operation. Please give us a call for all your fertilizer, seed, energy, and fuel needs for this year's growing season, and let us help you with all your grain marketing decisions. You can contact us today at any of our locations in Central North Dakota or visit us on the web at sendakcooperative.com. Sendak Cooperative, helping farm owners grow and succeed today and into the future.
With fall just around the corner, that means it's Chevy Truck Month at Bassett Motors. Hi, it's Frank, and this month Chevy has huge rebates or low interest rates on new Silverados. Top that with huge dealer discounts, and you're sure to find a deal that works for you. Stop in today or call us at 701-652-2955 to schedule a test drive. View all our inventory at BassettMotors.com. Bassett Motors, where our customers send their friends.
Tonight's national anthem inside the East Gymnasium. BJ Walters and for now, Vinny Rappel. Might it be Vinny? Yeah, it might be Vinny. He'll hop behind the camera as well to give us great shots of this one, which you'll be able to see Sunday night at 7 on This Week in Carrington Sports. We've got a lot this Sunday. We've got a week to make up for, of course, after taking last night off. It is a show that will include this matchup here, as well as wrestling in duels on Thursday, and then we'll have their results from the Velva tournament this weekend. Thursday night, the season debut of Carrington Wrestling. Kyle Hewitt will be in the chair, and it will begin at 4:45 on KDAK, the Cardinal, and on YouTube. And then Friday, 3:15 with Dennis Freeman from Velva, right here on KDAK, the Cardinal. Saturdays at 10 a.m., right after church on KDAK, the Cardinal. Carrington will move from right to left in our first half. South Prairie-Max from left to right. Let's get a thought from Benny as we dive into a new season. Benny, it's a fresh slate, and Andy Brodden has made no mistake about the fact that Carrington has the toughest schedule in North Dakota metrically this year. It doesn't get much tougher than this on opening night.
Right, it's definitely going to be a big challenge at the beginning of the season for this team as they're going against a great opponent, and they're going to have to, I think what they got to do is try to keep it close, keep it consistent, stay in the game at all times, and do their best.
Carrington has not lost a season opener in quite some time. In fact, it's been since the 2018-19 season. They lost at Belva 78-64. That season ended 19-4 and third place at the Region 3 of what used to be Class B tournament.
Starting the one guard, number 0, 5'9" senior, Sienna Top.
While we have just a second, Benny, we don't talk a lot of Class B basketball, but we might have to this year because there's two local teams that have their eyes set on a state championship. Benson County returns everybody from a state championship team, and Lemoore really thinks they've got a shot this year.
Right, I got to see that championship game that Benson County played, and they're definitely a really tough team, and I think it's going to be really hard for anyone to beat them.
If Aubrey Kenner is not signed, then there's a whole bunch of college coaches that need to be sent some tape on Aubrey Kenner.
Right, Aubrey Kenner is definitely a great player, and she's going to continue to prove to show what she's got to everybody.
All right, we're just about ready for it here in the Central City. We're glad to have you with us on FM 100.1 AM 1600 KDAK, the Cardinal, all around the world at newsdakota.com on the KDAK, the Cardinal mobile app by asking your smart speaker to open KDAK, the Cardinal, and tonight on the KDAK, the Cardinal YouTube channel. We hope you enjoy it. The opening tip will be contested between Brianna Rose and Mara Coots, the two number 32s. And away we go, Carrington and South Prairie-Max. The opening tip of the season is controlled by Mara Coots, and here's Harper Coleman against a 1v1 defense. It's a dump down to Coots, who spins, fires, and hits. Carrington up 2-0 early. Mara Coots the opening basket. Now the other way on the left side, Scotty Beck against Sienna Top. Beck, one dribble and a right side pass. It finds Riley Rutledge. Mid-range jumper Beck, wide right, rebound, comes down to Mara Johnson. Up ahead, Top, up ahead, it's Mara Coots getting inside. Extra pass, Hornet, 4-0 Carrington. On the bank forward scoreboard, 40 seconds in. Through the middle, Scotty Beck, deflected ball, stolen away. Here's Harper Coleman the other way, and she's fouled by Beck. Scotty's first, team's first. Great start for the Cardinals. They lead 4-0. And already a bucket and an assist for Mara Coots. Mara Johnson, left side to Aniston Hornet. Johnson guarded by the outstanding Rutledge. High post feed, Coots in a 1-4 high set. Coots spins, fakes, jumps, gets her girl in the air, goes inside and gets fouled by Brianna Rose. What a pump fake by Mara Coots.
Coots is definitely a great player, and she was able to be a big impact in the beginning of the game, which is definitely why they're up 4-0 right now.
Coots a season ago, 5 points, 5 boards per game. Her first free throw tickles the twine, and Carrington are off to a 5-0 lead. The sophomore takes 3 dribbles, eyes it, fires it, 6-0. Just about the best possible start for the Cardinals. Into the game, or in with a pass rather, Macy Talbot. Now here's Rutledge. Right side, Scotty Beck against Mara Johnson. Up top, Rutledge against what looks to be a bit of a zone defense by Carrington. Talbot tries to go low post, knocked away by Mara Johnson, taken out of there by Mara Coots, but then her pass is a little too far for Sienna Top and a turnover. But the Carrington defense is all over South Prairie-Max in the early going. They lead 6-0 on the bank forward scoreboard, a minute and a half in to the 25-26 season. Here's Beck at the free throw line, gets trapped, kick out, 3, Rutledge, off the front of the rim, rebound Mara Johnson. She gets it up ahead to Harper Coleman. Carrington might have the press broken, but she's fouled instead. And it is the second foul on Brianna Rose. She will check out. And checking in for the first time, Maya Gunville, a 5'8 junior guard, 6.5 points, 2 rebounds per game last year. Here's Aniston Hornet against Gunville. Dribbles left, finds Mara Johnson. It's kicked towards the sideline and out of bounds by Riley Rutledge. 6-0 Cardinals. The inbound comes to Sienna Top at midcourt. She spins away from Scotty Beck on the right side, holds and leaves for Mara Johnson. Around a screen, Johnson has her pocket picked. Up ahead, here's Scotty Beck. She will go in and lay it home with the right hand, and Scotty Beck scores the first points for South Prairie-Max. Harper Coleman, Mara Coots, right side, Sienna Top breaks the press, puts it up, can't finish. Rebound down to Mickelson. And up ahead, numbers for South Prairie-Max. Here's Beck through her hands and out of bounds, a turnover. Keep in mind, the Royals have only had probably 2 practices together after the state tournament run in volleyball. The inbound is deep and too deep for Mara Coots. It's taken in by Mickelson. And here comes Riley Rutledge. 5:40 first quarter, 6-2 Carrington. Here's Scotty Beck for the Royals. Left side, she gets it back at the head of the key. Swings it right side, into the corner, Gunville a triple. She's off the front of the rim, rebound on the backside by Harper Coleman. Carrington can break the press, and they do with Sienna Top. 2 dribbles in, passes left side. Hornet from 17, knocks it down. Aniston Hornet with 4, and it's 8-2 Carrington. Down the left side, press breaking pass to a wide open 3 for Scotty Beck. Scotty last year shot 38% from 3, and it's 8-5. And now a steal. Rutledge holds it on the right wing. Skips it left side. Gunville wide open 3. A little long. Rebound taken in by Mara Johnson, and a held ball is called. It will keep it at this end with 4:49 to play in the first quarter, and the Cardinals leading South Prairie-Max 8-5. And a substitution, Cody Thiel checks in, 5'5 sophomore guard, her varsity debut. She's in for Mara Coots. This moves Aniston Hornet to a forward position. And that's why Carrington's in a zone. Here's Beck, another 3. A little long, backside rebound. Sienna Top is fouled by Riley Rutledge, her first team's 4th. And moving right to left, here comes Aniston Hornet. Mara Johnson against Riley Rutledge in some very bright pink shoes. Johnson, pick and roll off the hands of Aniston Hornet, and it's a turnover. Tate Wolski has joined us after a practice. I believe his first one.
Yep.
Yeah, first official practice.
Yep.
So we'll let Tate grab his breath for a moment. Down the right side, Maya Gunville holds and gives to Riley Rutledge. Up top, swing it around, left side, open look 3, game tied. Macy Talbot buries it, and it's 8-8 on the bank forward scoreboard. Now Sienna Top across the timeline, spins and throws it to Mara Johnson, who goes right wing corner. Cody Thiel a 3. A little long backside, saved in off of Hornet and out of bounds. 4:07 to play. First quarter in a tie game. Welcome to the season, Tate Wolski.
Yep, it's gonna be fun. Starting the season off with a great game.
Into the lineup comes Mara Coots, this time for Sienna Top, a breather for the senior. Now Carrington switches to a 1v1 defense. On the right side, it's Scotty Beck in on Harper Coleman. Spins left, leaves it top of the key. Driving in, kick left side. Mickelson's jumper skips over the rim. Backside rebound by Talbot.
Good.
Loose ball on the floor, and it's a held ball that goes to Carrington on the alternating possession. 3:44 to go, first quarter, 8-8 game.
It's a good job by Mara to get on the floor and get that ball.
Now against this press. And it's Harper Coleman.
There.
Bounce pass
Good.
left side. Aniston Hornet drives in on Talbot. Spins. Kicks. Mara Johnson thought about a three and traveled. A turnover at the 3:34 mark of the first. We're tied at 8 on the Bank Forward scoreboard. Happy to have you with us in what is the best game of opening night in high school basketball this year.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here's Scotty Beck already with 5 points. She wants to drive right, wrap around feed. Gunville, open three for the lead. She's got it. It's a 9-0 run that gives South Prairie-Max an 11-8 lead. Mara Johnson down the right side. Finds Cody Thiel, who holds. Skips a ball, deflected and stolen by Mickelson. Numbers up ahead, but Aniston Hornet got there to force a good pass to Scotty Beck. She's got 7. It's 13-8. It's an 11-0 run. Down the right side, and a foul is called. That's the second on Riley Rutledge. That might be important.
That's going to be important down the stretch.
2:56 of the first. Sienna Top back in for Aniston Hornet. So right now it's a 6-player rotation for Andy Broughton. 13-8, the last 11 to the Royals. And a deep breaking pass and a block by Macy Talbot. The future Jimmy blocks Sienna Top.
This team is full of future college basketball players.
They have 3 in the starting lineup. That's right.
One of them
Mara Johnson trying to get the ball in, finally does to Harper Coleman.
One of them staying local, going to Minot State. I think that's Scotty, I think.
It is. Here's a jumper that skips over the rim by Johnson. Offensive rebound, Cody Thiel. Up top, Mara Johnson again. Left side, Sienna Top. She'll shoot that. A 3 is long and rebounded by Mickelson. Here come the Royals with Maya Rao into the game for the first time. Wraparound feed Gunville. Carrington gets back defensively, and now a 30, well, not a 30, but a 26-foot 3 is not there. Rebound loose, still on the floor, and a reset to Macy Talbot for South Prairie-Max. Wide open pass, layup for Mickelson, and a Dakota Central timeout is called by Carrington head coach Andy Broughton as it's a 13-0 run. Learn more about premium Wi-Fi and experience Command IQ today at dakotacentral.com. 13-0 run is made it 15-8 South Prairie-Max, and Cardinal basketball will continue right after this.
High school sports programs provide valuable lessons for practical life solutions, teamwork, sportsmanship, and hard work. Students learn self-respect through responsibility of their actions through high school activities. There are kids out there, coaches and parents, who appreciate sports officials for doing a tough job with class. More officials are needed, someone like you. Contact your local high school or the North Dakota High School Activities Association to find out how to become an official. A message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
Cardinals led 8-2, but the last 13 to South Prairie-Max. They lead at 15-8. BJ Walters, Tate Wolski, Vinny Rappel brought you the JV game. And South Prairie-Max looked good there, too. In fact, Reagan Trudell might have had a 30-piece in that game for South Prairie-Max. Carrington, pardon me, comes out with Cody Thiel back in for Mara Johnson.
An extended 2-3 is what South Prairie's in.
Here's a post entry to a wide open Harper Coleman who misses, but Mara Coots does not. And it's 15-10. Mara's already got 6.
Good. That was a good offensive possession there.
15-10, a wide open 3 for Talbot is short. Rebound Maya Rao. Kick out left side. Gunville from 14 hits. 17-10. Down the right side, Sienna Top gets trapped.
It's bad.
And throws one to a wide open Harper Coleman, who gets inside and puts it a little long. Out of bounds, it'll stay here.
That was a good pass by Mara. Just tough finish by Harper.
Deep inbounds comes to Mara Johnson, who checks in for Harper Coleman. Now Mara Coots thought about it, does not take it. Now she will from 19. Off the front of the rim, rebound Scotty Beck. And she has her pocket picked by Sienna Top, who lays it in. Sienna's first varsity bucket as a starter. 17-12 with 1 minute left in the first. Driving right, Talbot leaves it for Maya Rao. She drives left, and her pass deflects, but finds Gunville, who's trapped, and it's taken away by Aniston Hornet.
Good.
Here's Sienna Top, dribbling into the front court, down by 5. Here's Coots at 30 feet. Leaves for Top. There's a 13-second difference in the clocks. A right side pass is picked off by Rao. High dribble, but she gets it ahead to Gunville for the right-handed layup. Gunville with 7. That's the margin, 19-12. Hornet.
You got to
with
get it to the middle.
the left-handed dribble to Mara Johnson. Skip it, Cody Thiel. Post entry, knocked out of bounds by Scotty Beck. She is really good at getting from the front of the press to the back of the defense.
Very, very good at that. And her length and size makes up for it too.
And you are correct. Scotty Beck is a future Minot State Beaver. Carrington can hold for the final shot. 12 seconds left in the quarter. They trail by 7. Top, wraparound feed, loose, still loose. And, well, the possession arrow will be different at the beginning of the second quarter. This one goes to the Royals, leading by 7.
And then there's one more, I think. Is it Riley?
It's Riley Rutledge going to NDSU. 5 seconds. Now Rao, left side. Here is Scotty Beck from 32, short. And we have come to the end of the first quarter with the score on the Bank Forward scoreboard. South Prairie-Max 19, Carrington 12, and Cardinal basketball will continue in a moment.
Running tough, running strong. High Plains Equipment.
High Plains Equipment is your authorized Case IH dealer serving farmers around Carrington, Devils Lake, Rugby, and Harvey. When you're ready to invest in a new piece of quality Case IH equipment, their friendly and knowledgeable sales, financing, service, and parts departments will make sure your experience is outstanding. Visit highplainseq.com to connect with your local Case IH High Plains Equipment location.
It's 19-12, South Prairie-Max at the end of one quarter. And before we go any further, let us pause 10 seconds for station identification. Live from the East Gymnasium in the Central City, this is Cardinal basketball.
The Cardinal is AM 1600 KDAK, Carrington, and FM 100.1 K261EW, Carrington. Locally owned and operated by I3G Media.
BJ Walters, Tate Wolski, and Vinny Rappel with you, 19-12. Carrington starting 5 out there. Same for South Prairie-Max, yes, and that means that both Rutledge and Rose with 2 fouls are out there. Fouls reset at the end of the quarters now. That's a rule change. Fouls reset. Here's a post entry to Hornet.
Good.
Spins, kicks, Johnson, open 3, short. Rebound comes down to Gunville, who's been very good early. She throws one ahead to Rutledge, who's guarded by Sienna Top. Rutledge gives up top for Talbot. Macy, back to Riley Rutledge. Wraparound feed, loose ball, stolen by Mara Coots off the hands of Brianna Rose. And now Harper Coleman from right to left for Carrington. Down 19-12, 45 seconds into the second quarter. Here's Aniston Hornet with a skip pass right side to Sienna Top.
Ooh,
and her pass is stolen by Rose.
And
then she commits her first foul. Cardinal basketball all season brought to you by CHI St. Alexius Health Carrington Medical Center. Compassionate care close to home. And by Bickett Insurance. For your free estimate on auto, farm, home, business, or life insurance, call Bickett Insurance, 652-1775, located near the roundabout in Carrington. Here's Macy Talbot off the inbound. Against Aniston Hornet, gives Riley Rutledge. Hesitates, now goes inside, spins, and leaves it to Kinley Schilla, 6'2", into the game for the first time. A miss, a rebound, and another miss and a foul on Brianna Rose, and that's three on Brianna Rose.
Whoa, that's...
If they call it on Rose. Let's see if they do. No, they didn't. They called it on Kinley Schilla, her first.
That'd be trouble if that was 3.
6:45 to go before halftime. It's 19-12, South Prairie-Max.
It's like Carrington's trying to get a little high-low action going Annie's working in the post.
It's way up high with Coots, down to the mid-post. Here's Hornet spinning, shooting, blocked by Gunville. Rebound South Prairie-Max, and they almost threw it away.
And they did.
And now they do throw it away, right to Maya Nice, who's getting ready to check in for her varsity debut. Nice, the 5'7" freshman guard who's going to be Tate. I think we all know what a big part of this program moving forward.
Yep, very big. I think all those girls on the bench, we've got a lot of there.
And Gunville commits a really
cheap.
I was going to say cheap. Yeah, cheap foul, 43 feet from the basket. Her first, team second.
Although nothing's cheap these days.
No. Mara Johnson drives in, hesitates, and finds Harper Coleman, who's guarded by Scotty Beck. Left side, Hornet, three. A little long. Rebound deflects out wide, and it's taken in by Rose on the sideline. Brianna Rose all the way. Goes to the 10 and throws up a miss. A rebound out of bounds off of Mara Johnson. That's actually some pretty good transition defense by Maya Nice to force the miss.
That was great job by Maya to get back. Kind of a scary situation right there. Almost looked like she banged knees with Maya.
Off the inbound, Scotty Beck over to no. She hooked her. Offensive foul, second on Scotty Beck. Third team foul already on the Royals, and we've only played 2 minutes, 9 seconds of the second quarter.
That was a good job by Maya working. That was a good job by Maya working around that and being able to push Scotty out and forcing her to hook her.
Now Maya Nice, a corner three. Boom! Her first varsity points are at three, and it's 19-15. Here's Rutledge against Hornet. Tries to go right, finds Scotty Beck against a good defender, Harper Coleman. Here's Gunville, a three. Long backside board, Mara Johnson.
That's going to be a really fun matchup to watch all night with Harper and Scotty.
Hornet to Coots in the mid-post going in, and the ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay at this end. That could have been the third on Rutledge.
That could have been. That's dangerous.
Rose is out with her three. Gunville checks out. And for Carrington, Harper Coleman checks out. You'll see Sienna Top now on Scotty Beck. Triggering the inbound, Aniston Hornet. She does to Top. Here's Nice.
Give it to her. Ooh.
Maya gives it back to Sienna Top, who takes one dribble and finds Coots. Kick out, three, Nice. A little long, rebound deflects down to Rutledge on the move. Finds Scotty Beck down the right side. Extra pass, layup, Mickelson. No, but a foul on Mara Johnson. Abby Mickelson shoots two on Johnson's first foul. Mickelson a season ago, 62% at the free throw line. 19-15, Royals. Mickelson's first one is short.
Ooh.
Vinny talked about against the number one team in the state, you just got to hang around. Right now, Carrington are very much hanging around. 19-15, they trail. 4:50 of the second quarter on the bank forward scoreboard. The second free throw goes down for Mickelson. It's 20-15. Now the press, and Harper Coleman's in a lot of trouble. I don't know how she broke it, but she did. Now Hornet up ahead, Maya Nice lays it home. I don't know how they got out of jail, but they did.
Just like how Mr. Broughton drew it up, right?
20-17. Here's Rutledge. Down to the mid-post. Mickelson spins into a double and travels. Turnover, South Prairie-Max.
Holy, that's great defense by the freshman right there.
And now back in Mara Johnson to give Aniston Hornet a breather. It's about a six. Well, Sophie Spitzer's also in. So Coach Broughton has expanded to an 8-person rotation right now. Here's Mara Johnson down by 3. Up at the head of the key for Sienna Top. 2 dribbles. Now Maya Nice. Right side, Mara Johnson wants a screen. It doesn't come. Now it does. Johnson drives right towards the baseline. Spins left. Now right. Throws it up. Over the rim. Rebound loose. Still pinballing. Finds Scotty Beck. Up ahead. They try to run.
Just go straight up.
Mickelson has it poked from behind by Mara Johnson, and Tate, this is such a big part of South Prairie-Max's game plan. They want to run, they want to run, they want to run.
Yeah.
If you can slow them down.
You can slow them down and force them to run a half-court offense.
That's right.
That's going to be key. It's just like Devils Lake. You slow them down and make them run a half-court offense. You're going to be able to hang around.
And Mara Johnson steals the inbound pass. Here's Aniston Hornet in some trouble, and she's fouled.
Wow.
And the foul is on Macy Talbot, her first, team's fourth. Carrington are right in this, down 20-17, halfway through the second quarter. Mara Johnson against Riley Rutledge, around a screen. Johnson dribbles with the right hand, now with the left. Spins back right, puts up a 16-foot runner off the back of the rim. Rebound, Rutledge.
Ooh.
She's in a little trouble, and she's
Ooh.
fouled. I think that might be Aniston Hornet.
Yep.
It is. It's her first. Second team foul of the second quarter.
It's just a hustle foul. That's all right.
You'll never see Coach Broughton upset about that kind of a foul.
No.
Here's Macy Talbot. Crossing over left, getting left side. Mickelson from 17 hits. And that's a nice, sweet jumper for Abby Mickelson, who's got 5. That's the lead, 22-17.
What South Prairie's trying to do is they're trying to take Mara out of the middle, and so they can work the middle more.
On the left side, Harper Coleman thinks about a three, takes a three, skips it over the rim, backside rebound, saved in off of the, no, it was,
whoa.
Well, I guess Rutledge was standing on the sideline when she made that save because it'll stay with Carrington. And Coach McIver doesn't argue it a whole lot. Deep inbound, stolen by Scotty Beck. Here come the Royals from left to right. It's Beck around a screen. And she's bumped by Sienna Top. That's her second.
It's all right.
And Maya Nice is in for Sienna, which probably moves Harper Coleman back onto Scott. No, they're going to put Maya Nice on Scotty Beck. And off the inbound, that's where they were looking. Instead, it's Mickelson bouncing one to Rutledge. 2:40 to play in the half in a 5-point game. And a hand-checking foul on Aniston Hornet, her second. And now a little bit of foul difficulty for a team that we're not saying they're not deep, but their bench is developing.
Yeah, very. Both teams were deep last year on the bench, and this year it's going to be, we'll call it an experiment.
Riley Rutledge is short on the first free throw, and that's a surprise. She was 71% last year. Back in Maya Rao for the Royals. Second free throw for Rutledge is good, 23-17. South Prairie-Max on top. Rutledge's first point for the future North Dakota State Bison for Jory Collins. Here's Aniston Hornet. Dribbling left, down the lane, kick, stolen by Beck. You could see what she was trying to do, but Beck stole it, and then it's stolen back by Harper Coleman, and then it's stolen back and thrown away.
Oh, my goodness.
By Macy Talbot. A little opening night mayhem right there.
Holy.
Wow. Sometimes that could happen on an opening night.
It's a hot potato.
Whew. Here is Aniston Hornet moving right to left with 2:15 until halftime in a 6-point game. Hornet around a screen, leads for Mara Johnson, spins into the lane. Mara gets inside and floats it in. Mara Johnson's first basket cuts the SPM lead to 4 at 23-19. Driving in is Talbot, stolen away. Great defense by Maya Nice.
Oh, my goodness. How about the freshman coming in and making some great defensive plays?
Now Mara Johnson in a 4-point game.
Oh, you got
Johnson has Nice open for a three. Ooh. Short. She gets her own miss. Fires from 17. Rolls it off the rim. Rebound Aniston Hornet. Kick out. Harper Coleman fakes it. Gives it. Mara Johnson down to Mara Coots. Deflected and stolen. Stolen by Brianna Rose. Numbers the other way if they hurry 3-on-2. Rose to the 10 to lay it up short. Rebound Mara Johnson. This is a frenetic pace. Here's Maya Nice. Down the right side in front of the Royals bench. Skips one to Harper Coleman at the left elbow. Back to Maya Nice, right side. A three. Short and rebounded by Macy Talbot. for the Royals. Up ahead with numbers. It's Beck laying it up. No, but the second foul on Mara Johnson. And Scotty Beck shoots 2. Boy, you cannot take your eyes off of this right now. Beck, 76.5% from the free throw line last year. The first one rolls in 24-19. She's got 8. Second one. Rattles off, rebound, deflects wide, and is knocked out of bounds by Scotty Beck.
Ow.
1:03 to play. First half coming up. Central City H2O halftime report. We'll hear from the only senior on the team. Sienna Top have stats. I would tell you we'll have scores, but there's just not a lot going on tonight. We'll see what we can do.
Oh, well. Stuff.
And we'll break down what's been a real fun first half.
It has been.
Final minute of play.
Action-packed.
It has been that. Mara Johnson around an Anniston Hornet screen. The switch comes with Scotty Beck.
There you go.
Now,
go to work.
mid-post. It's Mara Coots getting inside, putting it up, missing it long. Rebound Coots, back up and in. Mara Coots getting the most out of her one game before she has to take a little break. It's 24-21.
I heard about that.
The other way, Beck, kick out.
Good
Driving
closeout.
in is Rose. Good defense by Harper Coleman.
That was a great closeout by Harper.
4-second difference in the clocks. Here's Scotty Beck against Mara Johnson. Beck behind the back with a dribble. Goes right side. Thinking about it was Gunville. She gets to the elbow. Leaves for Beck. Fires a deep 3. Skips it over the rim. Rebound out of bounds. Carrington has 10 seconds left in which to work. Down by 3. Mara Johnson with 8. Across the bird with 6. Here's Coots looking for the back door. It's not there. 2 seconds.
Shoot it.
Coots with 1. Coots spinning, firing, and missing off the back iron as we reach halftime of a very entertaining basketball game. It's halftime in Carrington with the score. Number 1 South Prairie-Max 24, Carrington 21. And the Central City H2O halftime report comes at you next when Cardinal basketball continues right after this.
Many dream of 5-star hotels and 5-star restaurants. What about 5-star treatment from your dentist? That's exactly what you'll get at Carrington Dental Care. Dr. J's and Dr. Chaz's gentle, relaxed, and friendly atmosphere will give you a full-service dental experience with 5-star customer service and care. Carrington Dental Care will give you 5-star dental treatment for the entire family. New patients are always welcome. Visit thecarringtondentist.com or call 701-652-2801.
This is Tanner from Leading Edge Equipment. We've got you covered for all your on-farm bulk oil needs. We deliver high-quality John Deere engine oil, High Guard, Cool Guard, and DEF, along with a wide selection of oil tanks and accessories. Call Scott in Michigan, Chuck in Carrington, or me, Tanner in Devils Lake. We're ready to deliver right to your farm. Leading Edge Equipment, your family-owned John Deere dealer in Michigan, Devils Lake, Hamden, and Carrington. Talk to the parts department today.
Here with senior Sienna Top, and now you're the only senior. You have a huge role on varsity. How excited are you about all this?
I'm very excited to see where the season heads, and we're ready for it.
And you got a lot of playing time on the B team last year. How's your game better than it was a season ago?
I think I have a lot more hustle, more effort. We're definitely going to take this opportunity and just do the most with it.
You're the only senior on this roster, so I have to ask, what does leadership mean to you?
When there is a hard just situation going on, to just keep pushing the girls, giving them a little help and advice.
Last year's state tournament, what are your goals this year?
Go right back there and win it.
And that is senior leader Sienna Top.
Streaming, Dakota Central can help with experience. Do you want to make sure homework time isn't spent on games and video streaming? Dakota Central can help. With Experience IQ, you set limits to ensure your kids aren't playing when they should be doing homework. With premium managed Wi-Fi from Dakota Central, you can create healthier internet habits for your children from the easy-to-use Command IQ app. Learn more about premium Wi-Fi and experience IQ today at www.dakotacentral.com.
Carrington sports fans, want to stay on top of all the local action? Catch what you missed by checking out the Foster County Independent. From game-changing plays to memorable moments, we've got you covered with the most in-depth sports coverage in town. And don't miss our stunning photo galleries that capture every thrilling moment and winning smile. For the latest scores, stories, and stunning sports shots, grab your copy of the Foster County Independent today or visit us online at fosterconews.com.
It's the Central City H2O halftime report. Central City H2O of Carrington has all of your beverage, water bottle, dispenser, and vending needs covered. Visit centralcityh2o.com or call 701-652-2141. I usually tell you not to do it right now. There's a game going on, but I'll bet Tate would tell us that Kevin's never that busy.
No, never. Never. Kevin don't work.
That came from Tate, not me, just so you know, Kev. What a first half. 24-21. South Prairie-Max leading Carrington at the break. Consider this. This was 35-15 at halftime last year. Part of that 25-0 run that ended any hope Carrington had of winning that basketball game. It's not like that tonight. Let's give you a look at the scoring. First for the Royals, it's the usual suspects with one exception. 8 points from Scotty Beck. Here's the exception. Maya Gunville has 7. She last year averaged 6.5 for a whole game.
Holy.
They've also got 5 from Abby Mickelson, 3 from Macy Talbot, and a point from Riley Rutledge. And that is a big key. That Riley Rutledge doesn't have a field goal. That's a big key for Carrington right now. The Cards are being led by 8 from Mara Coots. Last year, Mara averaged 5 a game. She's already got 8 in this one. 5 points in her debut for Maya Nice, 4 for Aniston Hornet, 2 for Mara Johnson, 2 for Sienna Top. There was 1 tie and 1 lead change in the half. Carrington's biggest leads were 6-0 and 8-2. South Prairie-Max's biggest leads, 15-8 and 19-12. All of that culminates in a 24-21 halftime lead for the Royals. Tate, what did you make of that first half?
Just a very fast-paced first half, kind of jittery for both teams. I think what's going to be key to start out is who's going to come out and sucker punch the other, and who can go on a run first, and that's going to be key.
The biggest run right now is that 13-0 South Prairie-Max run, and yet Carrington's still in it, down by 3. It does at times very much look like a season opener.
Yeah, it does, honestly. Like that second to last possession where the ball was kind of just pinballed around and then thrown out of bounds, and like I said, it's going to be who can come out and go on a run quick, and we'll see who comes out on top. But if I'm South Prairie-Max, I wouldn't be so confident yet, because you let a good Carrington team hang around, it's gonna stuff's gonna go.
And Carrington is still 79-14 over the last 11 years in this building. This is not an easy place to win.
No, it's not, and I know that the girls are competitive and all that, and they won't give up, and I know neither will South Prairie-Max.
3 Cardinals, Sienna Top, Aniston Hornet, and Mara Johnson with 2 fouls. 3 Royals, Riley Rutledge, Scotty Beck, and Brianna Rose with 3 fouls. I just listed 6 very important players. The first team to have a superstar get the 3rd foul could be in trouble.
Could be in trouble, and that's going to be huge, honestly. I think the second half, South Prairie is going to start looking to get more outside shots for Rutledge and Scotty and is it Talbot?
Yep.
And
they've hit 3 threes. 1 from Gunville, 1 from Talbot, 1 from Scotty Beck. Carrington have hit 1 3 that came from Maya Nice.
Yeah.
Last year, I can't remember if you made that. I think you did make that trip. They hit about 13 threes. They couldn't have shot the ball much better.
No, they couldn't have. They shot lights out, and like I said, I think they're going to come out and start looking for more outside shots, and if that's not going to fall, they're going to look to pack the paint, and we'll see, because I know Carrington, once their shooting heats up, everything's going to start falling here eventually.
You and I sat in the Beaver Dome in Minot and said, this whole weekend is so good for Mara Coots because she's learning what it's like to be an elite post player. That first half, she played like an elite post player.
Yeah, absolutely. I think last year having to guard Nevaeh Tormashi and Katie Burchell at the state tournament was huge for Mara. It developed her a lot better and made her defense. She's really improved on the defensive side, that's for sure. And the offensive side, honestly, she's gotten stronger, and it's going to be tough to stop her. It's going to be tough to stop a strong post player.
That is the Central City H2O halftime report. When we come back, the second half of this one with Carrington trailing 24-21 to South Prairie-Max. Thanks so much for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is next when Cardinal basketball continues in a moment.
The world never stands still, and every day brings new challenges to rise to. But nothing says you have to do it alone. Bremer Bank helped small businesses get more than $1.5 billion in PPP loans. And we're ready to help you and your business keep going and growing. Let's see what we can do together. Find out more at bremer.com.
When it's time to buy a new appliance for your home, remember DJ's Home Center. Did you know they are a locally owned business and that they have been serving this great community since 1993? DJ's Home Center services and delivers within 45 miles of Carrington, bringing you the best prices on all major brand appliances. So don't go anywhere else. Remember that DJ's Home Center is your local, low-price, best-trained appliance store. Located right by the roundabout. Go Cardinals!
BJ Walters, Tate Wolski, Vinny Rappel back with you inside the East Gym. Carrington trailing by 3. What have you made of some of the debutants? And yes, I'm going to include Sienna Top in that. She got playing time in mop-up duty last year, but as a starter, what have you made of her and Maya Nice so far tonight?
Honestly, it's like they've been here before, and they're playing great together, and it's gonna be a fun year watching these girls.
We will be back with you radio only a week from tomorrow at Hillsborough Central Valley, 6:45 airtime. The reason why it's radio only is wrestling will be at home. Benny will be with Kyle Hewitt here. Kyle will be calling it, and that is Grafton and Larimore a week from tomorrow for Cardinal Wrestling. Underway, second half, and here we go. Carrington immediately with some ball pressure. Right side, skip pass down low. Mickelson throws it over the rim. Rebound, Harper Coleman. She's trapped. She's tied up. It goes to Carrington. A little bit of a quick whistle, but that's okay. Hornet.
You got to.
Ooh, a high dribble. Oh, my goodness. How'd she get that to Mara
Johnson?
Left side, here's Harper Coleman driving in on Mickelson. Spins, stops, leads for Coots. Kick out. Right side, here's Hornet. Dumps it to Coots in the mid-post. Spins, fires, and misses wide left. Rebound, Mickelson. And here comes South Prairie-Max on the move, right to left now.
2-on-2.
On the left side, driving in Talbot. Taken out of her hands by Coots. Wow, what a play by Mara. Here's Harper Coleman. Down the left side. Coleman holds.
Ooh.
Now goes Aniston Hornet for the tie. You bet! Annie's first three. We're tied at 24. At the other end, it's Rutledge into the mid-post. Throws it up. Short rebound, Coots. Carrington can take the lead. Coots spins and finds Harper Coleman. Numbers now.
Got numbers.
Coleman, top. Lays it up and in. Carrington on top.
Good.
26-24 Cardinals. Right side Rutledge driving in. Little runner. She got it. Riley Rutledge with 3. We're tied at 26.
That's tough. That's tough.
Great shot by Riley.
That was.
And a long ball ahead is stolen by Talbot. Mickelson down low. Scotty Beck lays it in.
That's
South Prairie-Max on top. Beck with 10. It's 28-26. At the other end, a pass behind top. Stolen by Rose, and she did have her.
She did.
Here is Rutledge. Stepping into a three. Spins it off, rebound Coots. That might have brought a timeout.
That would have.
Here's Mara Johnson down the right side to Sienna top. Into the corner. Hornet for the lead. Off the back of the iron. Rebound Coots. One dribble back in.
Traveled.
Turnover. 28-26 Royals. 5:45 to go in the third. Back in Gunville. Back in Rao. Back in Maya Nice for Sienna top. I think Andy Broughton likes this lineup with Maya Nice in there. It's nothing against Sienna top. It's a matchup right now.
Size matchup.
28-26, that's right. On the right side, it's Rao. Spinning right and leaving it for Talbot. The future Jimmy leaves. Rao, jumper from 19, no. Rebound deflects down, and Mara Johnson's racking up the rebound. She's got another one. On the left side,
Oh,
Harper
you got
Coleman.
numbers.
They had numbers. They don't want to run too much against this team, though. Coots holds, gets a screen. Mara with a right-hand dribble. Bounces it in, loose on the floor, held ball. It goes the other way. No, it stays
here.
That's right. Wait.
Yeah, they got the.
I guess that's right, yeah. It is Carrington's. 5:08 of the third. 15 to shoot. And Mara Johnson left wide open on the inbound. She knocks it down. We're tied for the fourth time, this time at 28.
Kind of looked like Mara was kind of shocked that she was that wide open.
Gunville gets inside, throws it up, misses. Rebound Coots. Carrington can take the lead. Here's Aniston Hornet across the 10-second line.
Slow it down,
The sophomore down the right side. Spins into a double in a bad spot.
Very.
Timeout, Andy Broughton. You could hear it from across the way. A Dactyl 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here with 4:43 to play in the third quarter. It's 28-28, and it's more of the same here in the second half.
It is, and honestly, that's a good timeout by Coach Broughton because that's a tough trap because you've got 5'11" Scotty Beck, whose wingspan is the size of an airplane, and
you're only exaggerating barely.
Yeah, and then you got Maya Gunville, another very athletic gal. So that was a good timeout by Coach Broughton.
5'8" and 5'11" had 5'8" traps.
Yep,
that's typically not a good recipe.
No.
Sienna Top is back in for Mara Coots, who has played so well tonight.
Mara has played phenomenal.
Carrington in a tie game with Harper Coleman at the head of the key against Scotty Beck. Coleman with a right-hand dribble, picks it up, goes right side. Maya Nice almost took that.
She almost thought
Instead, it's Top at the head of the key. One dribble for Sienna, now two. Shakes off of one.
Ooh, there she
Dribbles
was.
with the right hand, finds Hornet off the top of her head and to Scotty Beck. Left side, Maya Gunville. Numbers the other way. Right side, Rutledge thought about a three, almost traveled, didn't. 4:15 to go in the third, tied at 28. Here's Rao. Left side, Gunville. Faking a three on Hornet. At the head of the key, Scotty Beck, 26-foot three. Bottom.
That's tough.
Scotty Beck with 13. It's 31-28 Royals. Mara Johnson dribbling with the left hand. Gets a high screen. Goes left. Spins. Finds Nice for three. Off the front of the rim. Rebound.
Good, Sienna.
Taken out of there by Rao. Good effort by Maya Rao. On the left side, Gunville. Gives it to Mickelson. That's a size mismatch. Mickelson on Nice, but instead another three off the front of the rim this time for Beck. And a foul is called on Rao, her first. Well, South Prairie-Max fans know this, but when Scotty Beck hits one, she's going to shoot a second. If she hits that one, she's going to shoot a third.
And honestly, if Scotty Beck's in the parking lot, she's in her range.
She was in range when she came through the doors. Here's Aniston Hornet giving Mara Johnson a breather. Hornet down the right side against Rao. Hornet gets baseline, spins,
Ooh.
kicks, gets it back. Hornet for the tie. In and out. Rebound loose and controlled by South Prairie-Max with numbers. Up ahead, they threw it too far. A turnover too far for Gunville from Rao. And it stays 31-28 with 3:06 to go in the third. Hornet.
If you're Carrington, you got to get the ball to the middle. Okay.
Well, the ball's knocked out of bounds there by Rutledge.
Yeah.
And here comes Mara Johnson for Anniston Hornet. Also, Scotty Beck gets a breather. Brianna Rose back in. Oh. And again, the ball poked out of bounds. 3 minutes left, even, third quarter, 31-28 Royals.
Mr. Broughton wants to run something. Made it clear.
Yep, they're running the old Texas play, but the pass is sideways. And it's out of bounds, and at the other end, it'll be South Prairie-Max ball. They run the old deep Texas play. You guys run that a time or two.
We did. We have. That we have. Except ours ended up going off the curtain.
Well, you had your quarterback. That's not fair. You had your quarterback
True.
in. Driving right, Rutledge gets inside, finishes, and one. Chance for three for Riley Rutledge. On the foul on Maya Nice, her first. Chance at a three-point play for Rutledge, who was 71% at the line last year, but 1 for 2 tonight, 33-28. And the free throw is short. Rebounding foul on Rutledge. And that's her third.
That's her third.
That's a pretty important moment. We'll see. Yep, McIver's going to go to Scotty Beck to get Rutledge. Coach Corey McIver in his first game. So you've got a matchup of first season as Royals head coach against 27th season and 629th or 28th game for Andy Broughton. Here
honestly,
comes Hornet down the right side.
Go
Spins,
up with it.
puts it up, got fouled by Gunville, her second.
Honestly, my dad knows Corey really well, and this isn't Corey's first year coaching.
Just the first year, South Prairie-Max. That's right. First free throw for Hornet is long.
He's got the brains of the operation, that's for sure.
And he's got
the talent.
I mean, he's got a Cadillac that he's driving here. The second one goes 33-29.
Honestly, he's got a junior college team.
He does. That's what Andy likes to call them. 33-29, 2:30 to play in the third. Around a screen.
Way to go. Way to get over
Talbot.
the top of it.
Goes left, gives it. Gunville in the corner against Nice. Gunville skips it right side to Brianna Rose. She's guarded by Mara Coots. Scotty Beck around a screen. Beck throws it short post, and now a steal. Knocked away by Coots. Stolen by Top. Sienna the other way will hold and find it up top. Mara Johnson, she can shoot that. Mara Coots now mid-post, in on Beck. Kick out. Mara Johnson left alone and makes them pay.
Wow.
Timeout, South Prairie-Max. 33-32. You cannot leave Mara Johnson that open.
No, you can't. And I think that's what Coach McIver's doing right now.
1:58 to go in the third. Royals 33, Cardinals 32. Great game. Great game. So far, it's a 30, so we'll keep it here.
No better way to start the season, that's for sure.
And if you like this, there's lots more where it came from, because the next few games are Hillsborough Central Valley, Turtle Mountain, Benson County, Thompson.
Doesn't
There's
get any
more
easier.
where this came from.
Doesn't get any easier, that's for sure.
And then Hazen and Dickinson Trinity here over the holiday.
I know Dickinson Trinity's no slouch.
And Hazen.
I don't know anything about Hazen.
They got to the qualifier. They were the team South Prairie-Max beat in the qualifier last year.
I forgot that South Prairie-Max had to play the qualifier game last year.
Because half their team got taken out by the flu, and then rugby said thank you very much.
Yeah. Consider it an early Christmas gift. Late Christmas gift.
Very late Christmas gift. So, 1 point game, back to play. Around a screen, Talbot fires a three and buries it. Macy Talbot buries the three. And just like that, she's got 8. It's 36-32, but Carrington breaks the press. Right side, Sienna Top a three.
Oh, my goodness.
Sienna Top with 7 30s. Was that a 2 at the other end?
No, it was a 3.
So it should be 36-35.
Yeah.
Here's Rose.
I don't know.
Right now, perhaps it was a 2. On the right side, Talbot. Pick and roll to nobody. The ball's out of bounds to Carrington. Was that a 2 or a 3? They're calling it a 2 for Rutledge. And so the game is tied at 35. And we are tied for the 5th time.
Kind of like that mystery point that we had last year in the game against Thompson.
Still haven't found it, by the way. Here's
No.
Harper Coleman on the baseline. A travel is called. 1:04 to play in the third. We're tied at 35. This game has had 5 ties and 3 lead changes. The entire game played in a 13-point window.
Wow. That's wow.
Here's Rutledge with 3 fouls. Rutledge gives to Talbot.
She's got to be careful. Rutledge does.
Beck skips it left side. Here's Rutledge loose for a 3. Off the front of the rim. Backside rebound. Held ball. A bit of a quick whistle again, but it'll stay with South Prairie-Max on the alternate possession. And here comes Mara Coots for Sophie Spitzer, who had checked in. Also, Maya Nice is going to give Sienna Top a little breather at the end of the quarter.
He's going for a quick lineup here.
45 seconds left, third quarter, tied at 35. Now the officials are getting together, and I wonder if it's about the previous shot that South Prairie-Max made. Is it a 2 or a 3? And they're leaving it as is. It's 35 all. Deep inbound, Scotty Beck, elevator screen 3 is good.
That's
an elevator screen 3, Beck with 16 rather, and it's 38-35. Here's Coleman. Ball fakes, finds Coots in the mid-post. Coots gets inside, puts it up, partially blocked. Loose ball, held ball.
Stays with us.
And it'll stay with Carrington. Shot clock off now.
I thought they called a foul on Harper. One official signaled a foul, the other signaled jump.
Here's Mara Johnson off the inbound. Gives to Coots. Right side, Nice. Bad pass by Maya. And Scotty Beck took it away. And you know what? Mara Johnson, it's a good foul. Scotty had a layup.
Yep.
Mara Johnson commits her 3rd foul.
That's a good foul.
It's good also because it's only the second team foul. So all in all, that's just fine.
Yeah.
16 seconds left in the quarter. And Mara Johnson checks out just to not get the 4th. Here's Sienna Top.
Smart move.
Bait give and go with Beck on the inside. Mickelson blocked by Coots. Out of bounds and a reset of things. Baseline inbound. Here's Rutledge dribbling around the perimeter. Now goes right. Rutledge gets inside, missed it. Put back, no, but a foul is called. If it's on, well, it really won't matter too much. Probably Harper Coleman. Indeed. Her first.
I think. Oh, they called it on Mara.
They did call it on Mara Coots, not Harper Coleman. Her first. Free throws now for Mickelson. Her first one is short. She's 1 for 3. It's 38-35. South Prairie-Max. Second one. Good. 39-35. Now, Hornet with 3, with 2. Sienna Top with 1. Fires at the buzzer. Almost banked it in. Wasn't far off. And we have come to the end of the third with the score. South Prairie-Max 39, Carrington 35. And Cardinal basketball will continue right after this.
Committed to serving you with compassion. Evans Funeral Home of Carrington and New Rockford. Always available with the care you require, even at the most difficult time. You can count on Evans Funeral Home to provide guidance and answers when it comes to pre-planning, finding the perfect monument or marker to honor your loved one, or for service arrangements. Contact Evans Funeral Home in New Rockford at 947-2911 or in Carrington at 652-3003.
Central City H2O of Carrington has all of your beverage, water bottle, dispenser, and vending needs covered. They serve a 15-county area and deliver to home, office, and work sites a line of water and other products. Visit CentralCityH2O.com or call 701-652-2141. Visit them on Facebook for more information about in-home and office deliveries and the products available. Hydrate your home and office. Central City H2O of Carrington. We supply the water and vending you need where you need it.
Fourth quarter coming up. It's number 1 South Prairie-Max 39, Carrington 35. Well, the Cardinals have done nothing to make people think less of them through three quarters. With the basketball against a zone South Prairie-Max to start the fourth, and it comes to Rutledge who banks it in. The zone deflected the pass, and Rutledge banked it home. She's got 9. It's 41-35 Royals. And Carrington throws it away. 41-35. South Prairie-Max's largest lead of this whole game has been 7. They can get a lead larger than that on this possession. Left side, a Scotty Beck 3 is off the front of the rim. Rebound loose, and it's a held ball that goes to Carrington. No, a timeout. Carrington got the timeout. A Dactyl timeout. It's a full, so we'll take it as well. Cardinals trail 41-35 with 7:33 to go on the bank forward scoreboard, and Cardinal basketball continues in a moment.
When you work with your local Pioneer team, you gain hard-working partners who strive to know your every acre. Doug Retzlaff is your local Pioneer Seed sales representative in Carrington. Call Doug at Retzlaff Seed and Supply LLC. He will do the best to match the right product on the right acre and supply you with unparalleled choices of Pioneer Seed products treated with Lumigen brand seed treatment to protect your investment. Doug and his team also carry a complete lineup of livestock feed and minerals. Retzlaff Seed and Supply LLC in Carrington, near the roundabout.
41-35. Carrington have 2 timeouts left. South Prairie-Max with 4. Hornet throws it in short to Mara Coots.
You got to come to the middle.
And now in the middle, it's Hornet all the way in to the lane. No, but a foul on Mickelson. Free throws, Aniston Hornet. She's 1 for 2 tonight. The front end is long. Aniston's second one is long. Rebound, Scotty Beck. At the other end, it's Macy Talbot. Hands it, Rutledge against Johnson. Now Mickelson against Coots. Here's Talbot against Aniston Hornet. Rutledge, a 3. She hits the front of the rim. Rebound, Mara Johnson. Here come the Cardinals, down by just 6. Johnson in the middle. Hornet to Coots. Holds. Now drives. Spins right. Gets inside. Puts it up. Got fouled by Mickelson. Free throws for Mara Coots. With 6:52 to go on the bank forward scoreboard, and South Prairie-Max leading 41-35. South Prairie-Max this weekend are in the first free throw. Rolls off, 3 straight misses for Carrington. They're in that event in Minot. They will play Mayport CG Friday and Thompson Saturday.
Their schedule don't get any easier either.
No, it does not. Cody Thiel checks in for Sienna Top. Free throw for Coots. Rolls out. Oh, my goodness. Rebound, Brianna Rose. Wow. 4 straight misses at the line. Can't believe that didn't go in.
Me neither. It's halfway
Driving
down.
Is Rutledge, and she's fouled before the shot. Oh, no, they're going to call it on the shot. And it's on Aniston Hornet, her third.
Ooh.
So Rutledge shoots free throws. She's 1 for 3 so far tonight. The first one rolls in. And this match is the largest lead for South Prairie-Max, 42-35. Second one, also good. Largest lead of the night for the Royals, 43-35. What can Carrington do in response? It's Hornet down the lane, puts it up, got fouled by Rutledge, her fourth.
Uh-oh.
And Hornet shoots 2 more.
Riley just looks frustrated right now.
And she's going to come out. The free throw rattles home. 43-36. That stops an 8-0 run. So South Prairie-Max has had 2 runs for a combined 21-0. And yet it's a 6-point game at 43-37 after Hornet knocks down a pair. Scotty Beck with 6:30 to play. Beck down the lane, kicks it out left side, deflect. It went off of Gunville out of bounds, a turnover. Good defense by Carrington.
That was. I don't know how that happened, but it did.
Coming up in post-game, we'll talk to Coach Broughton, have stats, and wrap up the evening. A very good season opener.
Very.
Here's Hornet driving right, gets into the lane and has it go out of bounds off Scotty Beck.
That's a tough pass.
Maya Rowell checks back in. For Carrington, Sophie Spitzer and Sienna Top are back in.
It's a tough pass when person's wingspan is, like I said, the size of an airplane.
The inbounds comes to Harper Coleman. The junior fakes a drive, bounce pass into Spitzer, who turns, fires, partially blocked. Oh, my. Scotty Beck saves the ball right off of the face of Maya Rao and out of bounds. I've been hit in the face by a ball before. That's not pleasant.
Makes 2 of us.
43-37. Now off the inbound, it's Mara Johnson at 26 feet, guarded by Scotty Beck. Drives left, gets downhill, floats it up, missed it short, and it goes out of bounds the other way. Andy Broughton wants a tip, but none forthcoming.
I thought the same thing, Coach Broughton, but oh well.
Scotty Beck across the Big Bird in the middle of the floor, guarded by Hornet.
Big Bird.
Here's Gunville, a 3. In and out, rebound, taken in by Rose, and then tied up. It'll go to Carrington. In a 6-point game with 5:36 to go. Boy, if you came into the night thinking Carrington was going to have a nice basketball team, you're very encouraged by what you're seeing.
Absolutely.
Harper Coleman as Mara Coots is back in. Coleman dribbles down the left side, kicks it, corner for Sienna Top. Now here's Johnson, 3 blocked by Beck. It's loose, and it'll be a held ball that goes the other way. Scotty Beck blocked a 3.
That's
probably
like
not the first time.
No. That's a tough shot to get up.
It is. Beck will take a breather. There's still no Rutledge right now with 4 fouls.
I think he's got to be smart on how I think he uses her coming down the stretch here.
Brianna Rose drives the lane, puts it up too strong, rebound Mara Coots.
Go.
Aniston Hornet spins back middle. May have been fouled. It was not called. Now Coots skip it. Sienna Top, corner 3 long.
Oh, she banked it in.
I can't believe that went in. 43-40.
Oh, my God.
I can't believe that went in. 4:45 to play, a one-shot game. Here's Gunville, right side. Out of bounds off of the foot of Talbot. And Carrington have it back, having scored the last 5 to get back to within 3.
Mr. Broughton would be proud. She used her pre-algebra to calculate that angle to bank that in.
Oh, man. And Scotty Beck comes back, so does Riley Rutledge.
Wow,
4:35 to play. Aniston Hornet against Beck.
I'm anxious to see how aggressive Carrington gets with Rutledge having those 4 fouls.
Here's Top down the lane, leaves for Hornet, who gets by Beck, puts it up, missed it short. Rebound Hornet. Kick out. Open look. Sienna Top for the tie. A little long. Rebound Rutledge.
She wanted to bank another one.
The bank not quite open for that one.
No.
Now Rutledge driving right, stops, looks for the back door, not there. So Scotty Beck, a 28-footer off the front of the rim, rebound Hornet. Carrington with the ball down 3. Harper Coleman, they've got the press broken. Up ahead, it's Coots. Ball fakes once, gives to Harper Coleman in the post. Kick out, top for the tie, short. Rebound, backside, Coots has it. Mara, back up, blocked by Scotty Beck. And a steal by Mara Johnson. Down to Mara Coots, who gets hammered. And will shoot 2 on the third Abby Mickelson foul.
That's just a scrappy team that you just saw right there. 2 scrappy teams.
Timeout, South Prairie-Max. A Dactyl timeout with the score. 43-40 Royals and 3:38 to go. Cardinal basketball will continue in a moment, and I will also try to learn the English language better.
Napa is your source for quality auto parts for your car or truck in Carrington. Let us use our Napa know-how to help you find the right battery, brakes, filters, headlights, wipers, or other parts you need to get your job done. We also stock tools, equipment, and many other items for cars, heavy-duty trucks, marine, and farm equipment. Order your parts online or drop by today at 490 8th Street North. Call 652-3663. Your Carrington Napa Auto Parts team looks forward to serving you today.
BJ Walters, Tate Wolski, Benny Rappel with you. Tate, we were just talking during the break. Just statistics alone. Carrington does not have the firepower to hang with South Prairie-Max, but they are scrapping and they are clawing and they are in a one-shot game with 3:38 left.
Yeah, it's just a great job by the girls, just competing and fighting. You've seen a lot of great post play. You've seen a lot of great shots by good players, and it's the part that's sad is that one of these teams is going to have to lose.
2 free throws out of the break for Mara Coots. She is 2 for 4 at the line tonight. The sophomore rolls the first one in, 43-41. This would be for her 3rd career game in double-figure scoring. The second free throw is good, 43-42.
Huge free throws there.
7-0 run for the Cardinals to climb to within 1 with 3:30 to play. Scotty Beck around a screen, downhill, leaves it. Rose from the free throw line, no. Rebound, Mara Johnson.
Rebound.
A possession for the lead for Carrington. Up ahead, Aniston Hornet kicks it right side to Coots. Up top, Mara Johnson. Down low, deflected and stolen. Rose, good hands there. Here's Rutledge. Left side, Talbot. Back to Rutledge. Scotty Beck is wide open. Now she drives right. Gets downhill and missed the layup. Rebound, held ball. It goes the other way.
That's very rare.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
Scotty Beck got by Mara Coots and had Harper Coleman on her and missed the layup. Now Hornet, right side, Mara Johnson.
No offense to Harper.
Skip it. Coleman down to Coots, puts it up, missed it short. Rebound, held ball, it goes the other way to South Prairie-Max. 2:48 to go. 43-42 for the number 1 ranked Royals. How's your heart going to hold up this season? Yikes.
I don't know.
This is just the first one. Beck, right side against Coleman. You hear the home crowd. Beck gets inside and got fouled by Coots. Her second. And free throws for Scotty Beck.
Hammered her.
Well,
holy smokes.
Got to make her earn it at the line, I think.
Absolutely. If you're going to foul her, you at least got to make it obvious.
How many times have you fouled out? Never mind. The free throw is good, 44-42.
There's been times where I fouled out in the 3rd quarter.
Try not to do that this year, okay?
Yeah.
44.
We'll try.
42, second one good, 45-42 Royals. And 18 for Scotty Beck. Here's Hornet. In the middle, Coots. Now they can work their offense with 2:25 left. Mara Johnson against Rutledge, who's playing with 4 fouls. Johnson goes right.
Oh, she about picked up her 5th right there.
Johnson around a screen, puts it up, got fouled. Who is it? It's on Rose, and that is her 3rd.
You just saw Rutledge take a huge breath right there. Huge sigh of relief.
Mara Johnson shoots 2. 45-42 Royals. 2:13 to play. The free throw for the sophomore is nothing but nylon. 45-43. Mara has 8.
Is that what the net's made out of, is nylon?
Second one.
I don't know.
Off the front of the rim, backboard and in. 45-44, Johnson with 9. Here's Macy Talbot with 2:05 to play, giving to Rutledge. Rutledge downhill, gets inside, stops, kicks. Talbot, left side, back to Rutledge. 1:55 left, 15 to shoot. Rutledge holds, hands, Scotty back against Harper Coleman. Beck fakes a 3, pick and roll, down low. Mickelson puts it up a little bit long. Rebound, Mara Coots. Carrington can take the lead again. Here's Top, spinning back, leaving for Coots. Right side, Hornet. In the corner, Johnson for the lead. Yes! Mara Johnson a 3. 47-45 Cardinals. Our 4th lead change. Here's Rutledge. 1:20 to play. Rutledge into the mid post. Getting inside Mickelson. Puts it up. Missed it. Rebound Hornet. Here's Coots, left side, Top,
you've got her.
Up ahead Harper Coleman, who will lay it up and get fouled. Listen to this
Wow.
place. Talbot second. Harper Coleman shoots 2.
Wow.
47-45, Carrington, 1:07 to play. Coleman in her pink shoes, fires, and long with the first one. You want to make this one because South Prairie-Max is such a threat from beyond the perimeter. The second one tickles the twine.
More than a threat.
48-45, Coleman's first point. 1 minute to play, Cardinals by 3. It's Rutledge against Mara Johnson. Gets a screen. Rutledge, pick and roll, down to Rose, lays it up, no but a foul, and I think that's 4 on Aniston Hornet.
That's tough.
It is.
That's tough. What do you, if you're Coach Broughton, I don't know what you do here. That's tough. It's a tough situation.
Free throws for Brianna Rose. The real problem is if this somehow gets into overtime. Rose shooting 2. The first one is short but gets the bounce, 48-46. Brianna Rose's first point. 54.8 remaining. Second one, also good, 48-47. Timeout, South Prairie-Max. A Dactyl timeout comes with 54.8 left in the score. Carrington 48, South Prairie-Max 47. And Cardinal basketball will continue in a moment.
On the field, every second counts, and when injuries happen, you need a hometown advantage. At JRMC Orthopedics, our local team offers fast access to expert care, so you don't have to travel out of town. From sprains and all the way to joint replacements, every same day, we've got you covered. The best plays start with getting back in the game. Orthopedic care that keeps you moving. It's right here. Visit jrmcnd.com to learn more.
48-47 Carrington, the game reset. Both teams have 2 timeouts remaining. If there's a possession arrow tie ball, it is with Carrington, and it will be Carrington ball on the baseline. They can run it after the made free throw. Now, 19-second differential in the clocks. You don't foul, do you? You have none to give.
No. What's the timeout situation right now?
Both teams have 2.
Okay.
So if you can't get the ball in, Aniston Hornet can call a timeout. 48-47, Hornet.
Coach McIver just told his girls to switch everything.
And they did, and the inbounds passes to Johnson, then back to Hornet. They broke the press. Hornet, right side, Sienna Top.
Just
back
slow it
to
down,
Hornet.
slow it down, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down.
Mid-post,
Thank you.
Coots, they have slowed it down. Now Hornet, they'll run it offense. A bucket here makes it interesting.
My heart rate is through the roof right now.
With 15 to shoot, spins left. Aniston down the lane, puts it up, puts it in! Aniston Hornet lays it home. Carrington by 3. Here's Rutledge. A three. Long. Rebound. Harper Coleman. Harper Coleman breaks the press and gets fouled by Rutledge. That's her fifth. Or will they call this a clear path foul?
They're going to call it a jump ball because she went for the ball?
They might call it a clear path foul. It is. No, it is not a clear path foul. But it is the fifth on Riley Rutledge. She fouls out of this game.
Oh, it is a... Oh, whoa.
It is a clear path foul. She fouls out with 11. So Carrington will get 2 shots and the basketball.
That's huge.
Actually, no. It was not a clear path foul.
They were
you get
discussing
30
it.
seconds after a foul out. So it's just 2 free throws. Either one will give Carrington a 2-possession lead.
I don't know if you're Carrington, I wouldn't put any rebounders down there. And then once you...
Free throw, good. 51-47. 16.8 on the clock. Carrington by 4. Coleman spins it, fires it, swishes it.
Wow.
52-47. The other way will get a timeout by Andy Broughton. It will be a full, so we'll take it as well. 16.8 left. Carrington by 5. Cardinal basketball continues in just a moment.
This is Andrew Matt, a member of the Carrington High School Sources of Strength. Here's a tip on how to be kind to your mind. Practice good sleep habits, don't zone out on social media. Instead, aim for 8 hours of sleep. This message is brought to you by CHS Sources of Strength and the Carrington Area Healthy Communities Coalition.
KDAK The Cardinal and I3G Media are proud to partner with the Carrington Area Healthy Communities Coalition to bring you these messages.
Tate, the question arises, if you get beat off the dribble, do you foul? You have one to give.
Make them earn it at the free throw line, honestly.
52-47, 16.8 to play. Look, you got to know where 21 is right now.
Absolutely.
Scotty is shooting a 3.
Yeah, you have to know. You can't.
Little backcourt pressure to burn some clock.
Oh.
There's a near steal. It is
stolen.
Up ahead, Mara Johnson to Coots. And Coots is fouled by Rose, her 4th. Mara Coots will shoot 2.
Definitely not on my bingo card.
With 7 seconds left, listen to this ovation for the Carrington Cardinals. Coots' first one is good. 53-47 Cardinals.
Wow.
This one will put it away. It may already be put away. Coots nails it. 54-47 Carrington. The other way, Scotty Beck. Scotty Beck fires a 3. It's no good. Rebound Johnson. That's it. Number 1 goes down on opening night. Carrington win it 54-47 on opening night over the top-ranked South Prairie-Max Royals.
Not on my bingo card.
Wow, and we will have our post-game report in a moment when Cardinal basketball continues right after this.
Nothing has embodied the American spirit like the family farmer. Year after year, they continue to work the land and plant their crops. Through droughts, floods, and uncertain markets, they keep that spirit alive with another crop harvested for the next generation. And for that, we tip our hats to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
In Carrington, see Randy Hui.
Rest assured that you'll be treated with the care and respect you deserve at Central Pharmacy. Conveniently located in the heart of Carrington and New Rockford, Central Pharmacy delivers the kind of attention and commitment to improving your health care that the big box stores just can't. Central Pharmacy does it all, from medical supplies to prescriptions, health and wellness concerns. Plus, we have a great selection in our gift, boutique, and decor departments. Visit us on Facebook for up-to-date info. Central Pharmacy, your one-stop in Carrington and New Rockford.
Is it time for you to switch banks? Hi, I'm Tiffany Paulson at Bank Forward in Carrington. At Bank Forward, we have everything you get from a big bank, but we're small enough to give you exceptional service. Make the switch and let us show you the Bank Forward difference. Call 652-2852 or visit bankforward.com today. Putting the customer first since 1927. It's simply the Forward way. Bank Forward, member F.
Reach your summit with Kyle Smith and his staff at Summit Physical Therapy in Carrington. Serving the area since 1997, we offer treatment for pain relief, vertigo, wound care, sports and work injuries, as well as post-op and neurological rehab. Summit Physical Therapy has certified providers in dry needling, Raston, and myofascial cupping. We are open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., and in most cases, no referral required. Call us at 652-7179 to schedule an appointment today.
I hate to do this tomorrow, but we're way past this. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. Live from the Central City, this is Cardinal basketball.
The Cardinal is AM 1600 KDAK, Carrington, and FM 100.1 K261EW, Carrington. Locally owned and operated by I3G Media.
Cardinals defeat number 1 South Prairie-Max 54-47. We're joined by Mara Coots in postgame. Third career game in double figures in scoring for you. And what a way to start the season, huh?
For sure. We know South Prairie is a good team. They've always been a good team. They've got a good program. They got good girls. So we just knew we had to play as good as we can for the first game. We're still trying to figure some stuff out, but obviously they are too. So it's just a great way to start the season.
You looked more confident out there. Mm-hmm. I mean, how much did that state tournament, we've talked about it a lot on the radio, how much did that state tournament help you?
Well, obviously, if you make it to state, those are some of the best girls in the state. And so just playing against them really helps me work on my defense, work on my offense, try and figure out ways to score, even on taller people, even on shorter people. It's just all types of people in the post. So when I play them in the regular season, it's way easier and helps my confidence.
How about this crowd tonight? I mean, it was crazy in here.
Yeah, it was. It was good the whole time. We had a good student section. Our fans were good too. Everyone on the bench was very energetic.
That was a lot of fun, right? I mean, and that's just the first one, for goodness sake. All right, let's talk a little bit about, we made mention of it, you have to take a little bit of a break now.
Yep.
Talk us through it as much as you want to.
Okay, so I have this thing with my heart. It's from birth. It's called SVT. So my heart rate gets really, really fast, like just randomly. So a couple times tonight it was doing that. So on Wednesday I get to go to Mayo Clinic, and they're gonna try and stop that. So it's easier for me to play sports.
And the good thing is, once they find it, once they fix it, it's forever fixed.
Yep.
It cannot come back.
And I only have to sit out for about 5 days. So.
Well, Mara, congratulations on the win, and thanks.
Thank you.
Mara Coots, a double-figure scoring game for the third time in her career, making this guy very, very happy in the process. Head coach Andy Broughton joining us. I mean, Coach, we talked about it in pregame. This is a very new basketball team for you. You must have learned an awful lot tonight.
Yeah, we worked on our depth a little bit, got some kids in the rotation, and they weren't very long spills, but they needed to step up when they did. And, My Nice hit a big bucket in the first quarter, or second quarter, I think, somewhere in the first half. Second quarter. But overall, the game's 50-50 in the last 2 minutes, and we just kind of made 2 or 3 extra plays. And that's what I told the kids afterwards. I said 2 or 3 plays go in their favor, and they're looking at the victory. So you can't get too high with the highs. You don't get too low with the lows. We just kind of stay steady, and, hey, we show up to work tomorrow.
One of the things that was very noticeable, just in comparison to last year's game, and granted, a season opener will never look that way, but you did a nice job running them off the three-point line, and I thought you rebounded really well tonight.
Yeah, and, these kids, they all have a pretty good nose for the ball. All of them are good rebounders, and that's what it kind of takes. we started out in a zone just to get a feel for it, and we knew that probably wasn't going to last because when they put Beck at the free throw line and she was an easy outlet to the other side, they got open threes. And so, yeah, our zone lasted maybe, 4 or 5 minutes. But we thought it would, just get them settled a little bit. And offensively, we came out with a spark that way too, and that was big. I think just getting up 6-0 says, hey, we didn't get blown out like last year.
This was a great atmosphere in here, wasn't it?
Yeah, it got loud when Marjay hit that shot in the corner, and it really did get loud, and we sure appreciate that. And kids get a little more spark of energy, and that kind of carried us home. When you think about it, that's when we took a little run at the end, and when Marjay hit that shot, it says, hey, we're here now for the last couple minutes.
So now you get to build on this with a full week of practice before your first region game. I know you as a coach love that you're going to get to have something to work off of and just continue to get better. You guys are very much a day-by-day program.
Absolutely, and we got to maybe work on our rotation a little bit if we have one of our players not there against Hillsboro. So we'll have to try some things. And Hillsboro's very physical. They're going to be jacked. You beat South Prairie, you're going to have a little more of a target, and that's okay. Pressure is a privilege. So we want to continue to play these top teams and put our best foot forward.
Well, Coach, not a bad way to start year 27. Congratulations.
Thank you, BJ. Appreciate it.
That is the head coach of the Cardinals, Andy Broughton. We'll take a break, come back, have the scoring recap, and we've got a lot more to do here on the post-game report after Carrington beats number 1 South Prairie-Max 54-47. More coming from the Central City when Cardinal basketball continues right after this.
Guard Dental in Carrington has your smile on the mind. Guard Dental specializes in orthodontics, cosmetic dentistry, teeth whitening, dental crowns and bridges, dental veneers, dental implants, general and family dentistry, root canals, clear aligner orthodontics, sedation dentistry, dentures, lasers, TMJ therapy, and wisdom teeth removal. Call Guard Dental today for family dentistry and beyond. Guard Dental in Carrington, 701-652-2300. Guard Dental wishes good luck to the Carrington Cardinals in the regional tournaments.
Your first car. It may have been a fixer-upper, but you treated it right. It was your own. That's how Showplace Cabinetry approaches each crafted piece. We deliver it to you with care, because it's our own. Central City Lumber can help you choose the design of your dreams. Give them a test drive. This American-made cabinetry is adaptable to your unique style and built with pride. Every single piece is back for a lifetime. Bet you wish you had that deal on your car. Stop in at Central City Lumber of Carrington, and let's build a beautiful kitchen or bath that really turns heads.
Life is about moments, big or small, joyful or challenging. At Carrington Health Center, we believe everyone in our community deserves compassionate care close to home, so you can focus on enjoying those moments surrounded by the people you love. At our facility, we put the care in
physical therapy,
radiology,
the
acute care, clinic.
Why choose professional eye care centers? 3 great reasons are Dr. Bond, Dr. Freilich, and Dr. Jangula, 3 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their many locations. You can now see one of their spectacular doctors in Jamestown, Valley City, Carrington, Edgeley, Ellendale, and Lemoore. And finally, their fantastic selection. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit proeyecarecenters.com and make an appointment today. Professional eye care.
Cardinals win it 54-47 over South Prairie-Max. BJ Walters, Tate Wolski with you. Let's give you now the scoring from this one. Carrington got 4 players in double figures.
Wow.
Mara Johnson, Mara Coots, and Aniston Hornet all had 12 each. 10 points for Sienna Top in her first varsity start. 8 after halftime. 5 for Maya Nice. Those were big points.
Big points down the road.
And 3 huge free throws late for Harper Coleman to basically ice the game. 18 for Scotty Beck, 11 for Riley Rutledge, 7 for Maya Gunville, 5 for Abby Mickelson, 3 for Macy Talbot, and 2 for Brianna Rose. The game was tied 5 times. There were 4 lead changes. The largest lead for Carrington was the game's final margin. And they finished this game Remember, it was 43-35. They finished this game on an 18-4 run.
Wow.
To defeat the number 1 team in the state on opening night, 54-47. So we were, the three of us, BJ Walters, Tate Wolski, Vinny Rappel, we were talking about this during the break. All right, target's on you now. You're not going to sneak up on anybody like you might have last year when you went to Shiloh and won, and then you won some games like Devil's Lake and whatnot. You're not sneaking up on anybody now. You just beat South Prairie-Max.
Yeah, and honestly, it's going to be tough for these girls coming down the road because you've got Hillsborough, Thompson, and
Benson County. Another number 1 team.
That is.
Maybe the best team in the state.
Yeah. I know Thompson's no slouch.
You got Devil's Lake.
Our region's loaded again this year.
It is. And Mayport, by the way, they returned 47 points a game to their team this year from last year. They're no slouch either.
No, and this region's loaded, and it's going to be fun to watch and see how, because any night you can get thrown a curveball, and we'll see how far everything goes.
Remember how big a challenge, Carrington fans, remember how big a challenge the game at Hillsborough Central Valley was last year. That game was tied with 5 minutes to play, and then Carrington went on a game-sealing 12-0 run to put that one out of reach, and that was without who? Mara Coots. And guess who they won't have next Tuesday?
Mara Coots.
So the good thing is they've got a full week to get ready for not having Mara Coots next Tuesday.
Yeah. I think Mara's just developed a bigger role in Coach Broughton's plan because after tonight, I think Mara proved herself a lot tonight to Coach Broughton, and I think she's going to be huge coming down the stretch.
That was a fun first one, Tate.
That was. Got the heart rate going a little bit, and that was fun. That was a fun game to be a part of and watch.
On a heartfelt note, all of our prayers are with Mara Coots as she undergoes this procedure on Wednesday. As we said, the good thing is once it's fixed forever.
Yep.
And it has this procedure has a 99% success rate. So her chances are just fine.
Yeah.
And honestly, the heart problem is not why she has to sit 5 days. It's the incision that they use to go into the heart.
Yeah.
So that's why she is having to sit for a few days.
Yep.
Nonetheless, our prayers are with the entire Coots family. For those watching on the KDAK, the Cardinal YouTube channel, we're going to do a feature on the Coots family on This Week in Carrington Sports just after Christmas. We're also doing one on Tate and his part-time role as student and athlete and firefighter. We're doing one with him and his dad and his mom as well. And all of that is going to come on December 28th on This Week in Carrington Sports. But final thought from, I would dare say, a pretty successful first one for Carrington.
Yeah, absolutely. It definitely wasn't on my bingo card, and great job to Coach Broughton for having his girls ready because it was fun to watch. And kudos to Maya Nice coming in off the bench and hitting some key shots. And I don't want this to go unnoticed, but Harper Coleman played her butt off tonight against Scotty Beck.
Yep.
And kudos to Harper for keeping her under 20 points because, honestly, I think if she scores over 20, I think the outcome might have been a little different. And kudos to the girls for going after Rutledge for when she had those 4 fouls. And it was just a great team effort all around. The bench played a huge role, and we'll see. And we'll see how big of a role the bench plays later down the road.
Vinny, let's get a final thought from you as well. This is Vinny's first real experience with Carrington girls basketball. It's not bad for your first one. What did you make of it tonight?
Right, it was definitely fun to watch as Carrington was able to take a lot of momentum in the second half that they didn't really have as much in the first half, but it was definitely a great game to watch, especially for the fans, and we'll see if Carrington's able to keep on this high note and keep building wins throughout the season.
I will add one thing. There were not many 33-point halves last year. That second half was a 33-point half for Carrington.
definitely a big upside for Carrington, as the second half was definitely huge, and the reason why they won the game was because they had the momentum. They were able to make plays when they needed to and keep the big players from scoring as much as South Prairie-Max is probably used to.
And when is the last time the Royals were held in single-digit points in multiple quarters of a game while at full strength? Actually, Tate's trying to answer the question. By the way, this is South Prairie-Max's first loss in a regular season game in 2 years. Just amazing. And Tate doesn't have an answer, and I don't either. That was kind of the point. They scored 5 in the second quarter and 8 in the fourth quarter. Just an amazing job by Andy Broughton's team. All right, coming up this week, Vinny will be here with Kyle Hewitt on Thursday at 5:45 as Carrington Wrestling opened the home schedule with a triangular with Rugby and Thompson Northwood, and Kyle will have that for you.
Hatton Northwood.
Well, the way it's listed, Northwood's all by itself. So I don't know if that means they're co-operating with Thompson or not. I got nothing. Well, it's wrestling. See, this is why I don't call wrestling. This is exactly why I don't call wrestling. And the other reason is Kyle Hewitt's pretty good at it. So we'll let him handle that. And then this weekend, Friday and Saturday, radio only, Dennis Freeman is in Belva with wrestling. 3:15 Friday, 10 a.m. on Saturday. Well, career win number 470 is pretty sweet for head coach Andy Broughton as his girls open the 25-26 season, a season where their motto is respect all, fear none, in the perfect fashion. They defeat number 1 South Prairie-Max tonight, 54-47. For Tate Wolski and for Vinny Rappel and for our entire crew at KDAK The Cardinal, including General Manager Lynn Lambrecht, our entire team, Amanda Hastings, Jess Savanash, Callie Widmer, and the voice you're about to hear from David Burrell, and our entire Carrington Public Schools team, Superintendent Janelle Helm, High School Principal Connor Weber, and Athletics Director Carla Michelson. My name is BJ Walters. If they're all like this, you better fasten your seatbelt.
Mine's already fastened.
That's right. Carrington 54, South Prairie-Max 47 tonight from the East Gym. We thank you for joining us for Carrington Cardinal basketball. And speaking on behalf of everyone, I'm BJ Walters. Good night from the East Gym.
Carrington Cardinal basketball has been brought to you by Guard Dental, Central City Lumber, CHI, St. Alexius Carrington Medical